Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see, this article is from the RT, and it reads, the U.S. is the biggest nuclear threat, and that was said by China. And now we ultimately understand, the outcome of what the scriptures say about America in the book of Revelation 18 chapter. So I'm gonna end up touching on that, but I also want to grab some precepts about even though the U.S. is the biggest nuclear threat, understanding that he is a man of the sword and he's perfected that sword, that though he's that fierce nation upon the earth in terms of military power, especially when you look at the top 10 countries, out of the top 10, he spends more on his military than the 9 underneath them combined, right? So, matter of fact, I'm gonna start off with this precept in the book of Isaiah 9. This is the book of Isaiah 9 and 5, and it reads, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise," right? Ancient war, it was conducted, with shields and bucklers, swords, chain, armor, so forth and so on. It says, "For every battle of the warriors with confused noise," just like it, and garments rolled in blood, and it says uniforms blood stained by war, right? It was mano y mano, hand to hand combat, and you would be bloody or hurt, because you're literally fighting, in the trenches, man. It says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire," meaning what? This war is technologically advanced to the point where it's not ground troops as the biggest threat anymore. It's now aerial, meaning what? Thermonuclear, ICBM, supersonic or hypersonic, all forms of the sword, the missile, man. This is another scripture. And let's see which one I want to get. So here we go. I'm gonna read this in Nahum 3, and at the top it says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." Right, and the bloody city the scriptures are speaking of is America. It says, "The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses." Because the scriptures speak about the great destruction. As I'm grabbing the book of Revelation 18 chapter, speaking about the fire that's going to be upon Babylon the Great, man, which is your modern day Rome, right? So, matter of fact, before I even go into that, I'm going to go back into this article because I want to grab this precept here in the book of Obadiah 1. And matter of fact, I'm going to also grab this in the book of Joel 2. Salakia. One second. Where is it? Nope. Pruning hooks. Salakia. Swords. Plow. Joel 3. All right, so it says, U.S. biggest nuclear threat by China. Washington seeks to intimidate the world with its nuclear powers, the defense ministry in Beijing has said. America poses the greatest danger to the world when it comes to the risk of a potential nuclear conflict. I heard in one video, they were basically saying how America is the greatest military prowess, since the Roman Empire. But what they said was, America has the power to destroy any country with this nuclear arsenal. But all the rest of the countries only have to hit this place once to completely destroy it. And it's true, because at that point it'll be a gradual, slow burn. America can't take any of its, highest populated cities to get a nuke. But we know the scriptures speak about how Yahweh Shai is going to send 200,000 upon this place, man. You know, and of course, you know, America's gonna let you know, their nukes off to hit other countries as well. But nevertheless, this place shall be left as a memorial. So no matter how great these nations see America as a nuclear threat, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to have them make that, or is going to allow them to have that evil thought in their mind where they press that button and send fire upon this whore, man. Right? Continuing, it says Chinese Defense Ministry spokesman Zhang Zhaogang told journalists on Friday, says Beijing has accused Washington of making irresponsible decisions in attempts to maintain its hegemony, including through intimidating the international community with its nuclear arsenal. Basically being a bully everywhere upon the earth, man, because it swings that sword. Matter of fact, that's a precept as well. I'm going to hold this in the book of Joel 3. This is here, Jeremiah 50. Matter of fact, I'm going to start here at 21. And it says, go up against the land of Merathaim. And that word Merathaim there means a double rebellion, which is synonymous for America. It says, even against it and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith Yahweh Shema Shai, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And that's America. And they seen as the hammer because they've been using that force, you know, or that pressure, you know, to have nations to be in a sense of submission, man, you know, and to break down the nation economy. What Esau do is he'll have he'll infiltrate a nation's, you know, government system, with, you know, an agent of his, basically, you know, and strip that land of his resources, right? It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right? It's 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Yahweh by Shema Shai hath opened his armory, right? And hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation, which are the missiles. It says, for this is the work of the Lord, power Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Now, I'm going to go back to Joel 3, and I'm going to go back to that article. It says, the damning statement came in response to the Pentagon's decision to upgrade U.S. forces Japan into a joint force headquarters under the command of a 3-star officer, reporting to the commander of the Indo-Pacific Command. It says the announcement was made by the U.S. Defense Department in late July following the meeting of the American and Japanese defense and foreign policy chiefs. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin hailed the development as one of the strongest improvements in our military ties with Japan in 70 years. At that time, he also said that the two sides held a separate 2+2 ministerial level meeting on extended deterrence. And that has never been done before. So basically, you got Japan and U.S., you know, doing joint drills and combining, you know, a specific army force, right? It says, during the meeting, the U.S. vowed to defend Japan with the full range of our capabilities, including our nuclear capabilities. But the scripture clearly tells us, all ye that been in the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows. So, we understand that everybody that got them, is going to shoot them over here. And how do we know? Because the Lord's will be done, man. You know, none of us can, you know, wiggle out of the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, or believe that our will, or can't even say our will, or believe that our thoughts are going to surpass the actions in which, you know, he's going to make you do, man. Right? So, though they're telling you right now, they're basically allies. In that day, China going to let them off as well. Right? So it shows you that the whole nations of the kings of these nations are going to mount up against this place. This is Joel 3. And I'm going to start here at 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right? So, these nations have put forth their agricultural, budget, and focus, and geared it towards war, man. Hence, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. And all these nations are gathering together and getting forth help from other or larger, more advanced nations, countries, to get nukes placed in their lands, man. You know? Russia is a guard unto these smaller nations that the scripture speaks of, right? And in being a guard, they're going to make sure that their little guys have weapons in order to fight off, the bully, the hammer. So when we go back to here, and it says that the U.S. is the biggest nuclear threat, and that's what China is saying. Well, really, the U.S. is nothing, man, because in the grand scheme of things, how Yahweh Shemel Shai has it all dictated, and how it was written aforetime. The biggest threat is not America and his nukes. The biggest threat, is Yahweh Bashim Shai to America, man, because he's going to completely destroy this wicked setup in this country in order to establish his government, right? Hence, with his men, starting with Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, and the rest of the elect, man. So the prophecy of the Lord is what's the most destructive, you can say, man, or the biggest threat. And ultimately, us being heralds unto Yahweh Shai and being able to hold this word and usher in his coming, as John the Baptist did, Esau is going to deem us as that threat, man. But we understand this is what comes with fighting for Yahweh Shai, Shai, man. Not loving your life unto death, right? And also carrying that burden and that cross in which Yahweh Shai carried, man. So I just want to, go in on this topic. Not to make this lesson too long, but definitely edifying, Lord willing. Lord willing, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Green Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.